What's up, guys? Welcome to ExZacklyGaming. My name is Zach, and today we are back with more 60 Parsecs. That's right. Now, last time we left off, Dee Dee didn't make it. April is out on an excursion trying to find chemicals, but we did just spill about 20 of them, and the captain is starving to death. So, all in all, wasn't our best episode, but it kind of wasn't our worst episode either. So, let's see what's going on here. Captain, it appears the species who lived here in ancient times worshipped a cow deity. Bovine iconography is everywhere, including on their fitness equipment. Take this weird machine that showed up when I did a local scan, for example. The Meandertron 5000 mimics a cow's behavior. You turn it on, and it meanders aimlessly, sitting, walking in circles, joining groups of other Meandertrons. Okay, there has to be some benefit to using this thing. Will you at least try it so we can find out? You know what? Sure. Let's try the old Meandertron 5000. Or 2000 or whatever it was. You tested out our physical fitness level by giving the Meandertron a whirl. Oh, it meandered all right. I don't know how many times you sat down and stood up again, but that looked brutal. Sweaty, wheezing, and filthy, you stuck with the Meandertron 5000 to the end of its circuit. When you were finished, you shut the Meandertron off and said, "That was harder than I thought. What a killer workout." All right, so resourceful, sick, and hungry, dead. And April is out there, and we have two soups. Making soup. Okay, let's just sit here. Greetings, tax evader. Your taxes are 29,003 years overdue. The black sphere beeping these words menacingly is an intergalactic tax collector. I let it in because its credentials looked absolutely legitimate, and civil servants are due respect. It deems you liable for this entire planet. I knew a surprise visit was in order, and here you are. I will begin confiscating your ship. Step outside, or else. The sphere commands, do something, Captain. Let's use my intelligence to make it think that we can do, is it tax breaks or some shit? I can't remember. This is my first battle with it here. A tax collector was requisitioning our ship. You claimed to be a space tourist willing to recommend this quadrant. You spun tales sweet enough to put 10 diabetics into a coma. A boisterous, tax-paying tourist industry would begin soon with your eager recommendations. The intergalactic tax collector backed down. It gave you an option to file a complaint, describing procedures more painful than a root canal with 3 terabytes of forms and a 60-year wait. Assured you had no grievances, it left. April has completed her wild romp in the swamp. She seems a bit sickly, in need of food, and upset, but of paramount importance is that she is not an alien doppelganger, we think. You listen patiently as she begins to describe her field day in the muck. April accidentally kicked open a toxic swamp flower, rather unpleasant and probably very unhealthy. The swamp was chemically rich. April harvested a few chemical compounds. Nice. Also, April discovered an artifact, found a battery, and some soup. Just one soup, though. Not enough soup. While we don't have an infinite supply of soup, we do have some old science equipment tucked away on various parts of the shuttle in case of emergency research. If you're willing to lose a can of soup, I'm not, you could try to find a way to improve the formula. The label lists ingredients such as tomatoes, water, and salt. We could add anything and potentially create the most delicious soup in the galaxy. Just imagine the possibilities, Captain. No, I'm not going to do that, because that's going to be my downfall. She's sick and tired, but I think we could still get her to go out and do some exploring. Nope, is it because she's tired? Oh yeah, she's just got to rest. Okay, so she's good. We're good. And we're good. Next day. Day 28, all right. You didn't mess with your soup supply, deciding that even a single can was more valuable than whatever knowledge could be gained from the experiment. Besides, you claimed the taste was perfect just the way it is. It reminded you of Earth, your home, and your past. Ah yes, the taste of mediocrity. You still feel hungry, Captain, all right, and she's sick, but that's all right. She's gonna go out and do things. Go! Go get more chemicals. Go bring more chemicals back for us to live. Go bring more chemicals for us to live. To the swamp. All right, she's going to the swamp. We're okay. What can we recycle anything? Let's recycle this battery. Yeah, that'll give us some chemicals. Let's try to do ourselves some favors. I'm a machine, and machines cannot hear voices. The voices that I'm not hearing right now are getting very loud, though. Oh, you hear them too? My weight sensors are picking up something as well. A two-dimensional species. That explains why my cameras miss them. Quite vicious, I gather. With one decisive yell, the voices are approaching fast. The air inside the door looks very empty, yet very hostile all of a sudden. How will you defend us, Captain? Ah, shadows. Two-dimensional objects' worst nightmare. Day 29. A two-dimensional species invaded your ship. You could not see them coming until you turned on a lighter. Suddenly, the empty space around you cast a multitude of shadows on every surrounding wall. Invisible to the 3D world most of the time, they could not handle the spotlight. Bashfully, they slipped out one by one. Staring might be rude, but apparently it wins battles and saves lives. April went to do a deeper survey of that boggy hell. Nice. What can we... Hey, 10 chemicals for that? Sure. There's nothing to report, Captain. I said you... Captain, would you mind covering your mouth when you yawn? I thought you got a good night's sleep. Wait, could this be Boredom? Yes, I have heard that you humans need excitement in their lives to function properly. How curious. And Captain, you're sitting in a state-of-the-art space shuttle, drifting through the deep cosmos full of wonder and mystery. Can you at least pretend you're having a good time? Yeah, I'll read the handbook. If that'll get you off my ass, Astro. Day 30. Yesterday started pretty slow, but you managed to turn it around, browsing your Astro Citizen handbook on the toil. I mean, in the airlock. On the toilet, yeah, where we shit. I mean the airlock. You found a set of exercise and decided to try them out. You did jumping jacks all afternoon. How fun, but more important, it was healthy. You feel much better now. Still facing starvation. You can always craft some soup. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, what else can we recycle to get some chemicals? Handbook? Fuck it, we just read it. Probably won't need it again for a while. How many chemicals do I have? 119. Not bad. Captain, are you alright? Those weird spots on your arms are a little worrisome. Can you see them? Please wait while I search the medical database. Searching. Unfortunately, I am unable to identify your affliction. I'm afraid you'll have to diagnose it yourself. That shouldn't be too hard. Doctors are overrated. Can you do that, Captain? I can't, but I can stop recycling this, recycle this instead, and then do it. Voila! Don't get any sicker, Emmett. Day 31. Weird spots appeared on your body yesterday. Luckily, you found a solution in the handbook. The spots were the first symptoms of a potentially dangerous and highly shameful ailment. At least it was easy to cure. All you needed to do was follow the step-by-step instructions in the handbook. Alright, and I'm getting a little hungry. That's alright, we're about to recycle some stuff. Captain, are you alright? That was some nightmare you were having. Who or what is Cthulhu? He said he wants you to worship him? Sure. Listen, I've been picking up a steady, unintelligible broadcast from the ruins ever since we crash landed here. It may be interfering with your brainwaves, specifically your subconscious. You could try thinking happy thoughts. I know it's a cliche, but it's the most reasonable option right now. Hey, let's use my brilliance and see if we can find a solution. Or maybe I'll think of the happiest thoughts. I'm so smart I can think of the happiest thoughts. Hope April comes back soon. You tried thinking happy thoughts to nullify the weird broadcast effects, and this mostly made the problem go away. You soon stopped having the nightmares. I decoded the broadcast. It was an ad for an ancient radio drama, The Call of Cthulhu. The advertisers tried mimicking the story's plot, in which an eldritch cow monster makes people go crazy by appearing to them in dreams. Clever marketing. Your stomach feels rather empty, Captain. Hey, recycle operation complete. Let's see if we can recycle the tape. Yeah, more chemicals. Oh, rats. You know those scratching sounds coming out of the ventilation shafts late last night? We have rodents, Captain. They must have hitched a ride from Earth. If the infestation isn't handled, the rats will eat your food supply. Then, probably you. How will you deal with this problem? Well, I scrapped the book, so I don't really have a lot of options. Oops. Hopefully they don't eat my food. Day 33. Hey, April's back and she's crazy. You didn't do anything about the rat infestation I discovered yesterday, and just like I predicted, they've overrun the ship. You braved being bitten and somehow caught the rats with your bare hands. All of them. I'm impressed. Let's just hope they didn't have rabies. April has survived her wild romp in the swamp. She seems a bit sickly, in need of food, and upset, but of paramount importance is that she's not dead. You listen patiently as she begins to describe her boggy episode. April accidentally kicked open a toxic swamp flower. Rather unpleasant and probably very unhealthy. The swamp is chemically rich. April harvested a few useful compounds. Who scattered all these cans so far away from Earth? Weird. Anyway, April came back carrying rations. Quite a trip, eh? Good thing April is home safe. Alright, so she is crazy. So she can't go out anymore, which is bad for me. So I need to make a sock ASAP. She's also sick, but she's been sick. She's tired. She's weak. So he's also sick. So this isn't a great situation. The radio waves just won't stay silent, Captain. The string of information we're currently receiving is a mix of Morse code, binary, and the sound of a Geiger counter. Whatever's attempting to contact us must be trying with everything but the kitchen sink. If regular modes of communication are failing us, perhaps we should try unorthodox methods. Yeah, let's just call them and use our English and see if they know that one. Day 34. Using our communicator, you responded to the mixed transmissions with some of our own blips and bloops. You didn't expect much to come of it. You were surprised when, a few hours later, we heard a knock on the shuttle's door. There was nobody outside, but we found a working battery just sitting on our doorstep. Well, that works out, all right. The captain went for a walk, I guess, hopefully. I'm glad I finally convinced you to go for a short walk around the shuttle and stretch a little outside, even if you claimed I forced you with my constant whining. It's for your own good, Captain. When you stepped outside, you noticed a small asteroid coming right at you. Is it for my own fucking good then, Astro? It doesn't seem like it so far. You tried to run back inside, but it looks like the airlock snapshot behind you. You need a moment to reopen the doors for you, so I need a moment to reopen the doors for you, so you need to figure out a way to deal with the asteroid itself, yourself. I need a moment to reopen the doors for you, so you need to figure out a way to deal with the asteroid yourself. That's how you read a sentence. Will you dodge out of the way gracefully or grab the nearest flat and heavy rock to act as a makeshift shield? I'm well a wimpy and average, so we'll go average and hope that works. All right. That crazy sucks coming up, April. Day 35. Shit. You definitely dodged the asteroid's path, and when the dust settled, confirmed you're in one piece. Oh, hey. I don't look good. On further inspection, the asteroid reminded you of a partially chewed bubblegum. This gave you a few ideas about the scale of the universe and its inhabitants that you weren't too keen to entertain. Your stomach remains empty. You can always craft some soup. Alright, crafting completed. New item available, sock puppet. Alright, don't have anything for that. Sorry about the nasty gurgling, but you're gonna get this, so you're not crazy anymore. That's awesome. And you're still weak. Can you go out? You can't go out, can you? Oh, you can. Good, 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 good. So you take that, take a food with you, and take the armor with you, and go. And he's gonna eat, and then I'm gonna make him recycle something. He's gonna recycle that. You're gonna go, and we're gonna get those 200 fucking chemicals. Let's go, day 36. You decided the stinky, gurgling hole in the ground isn't worth addressing. That's just swell. It's not like my performance suffers from the sensory overload after all. No, I'm not being bitter about it. Clearly, you had more important things to do in the meantime, right? Yeah, like survive, Astro, and not leave you stranded here. April left to go to a deeper survey of that boggy hell. You're still injured, you remain weak. And we did recycle something, though, so that's good. And we did eat, though. We ate, so... Let's see if we can recycle... That's gonna be chemicals, too, baby. Take it. Chemicals. The shuttle sounds a bit rickety, Captain. A fan above the terminal is making a clicking sound, and there's a big cable knot behind one of the panels. I recommend a touch of spring cleaning. We don't have a ladder, so balance on one of the chairs and check behind the fan? Alternatively, you could try to untie the knot on the cable. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use our intelligence. Let's be smart about it, gang. Day 37, all right. You tried to untangle the wiring behind one of the shuttle's panels. It was a struggle. Frustrated, you snapped the cable in two by accident. Great. Your impatience led to a live contact brushing the ship's hull. A current shocked you to your marrow. All right, you remain weak. All right, but we have 176 chemicals. So we are hurtling towards chemical halving. Captain, have you noticed things on the shuttle have been moving around slightly? Just an inch this way or the other, but still. I'd be ready to write it off as micro vibrations, but I'm not registering any. If you focus on observing this movement, we can perhaps glimpse the deeper truth behind it. But since it's just a minor annoyance, it might not be worth your attention. Yeah, why not? Fuck it, let's look into it. We're not doing anything else except waiting for April to come back, and hopefully not dying in the process. Day 38. You've taken the time out of your busy schedule to keep an eye on small objects around the shuttle. Yes, some are definitely moving around, especially when you're not looking, seemingly of their own volition. You isolated the items that were most often influenced by this phenomenon and secured them, so nothing falls off the shelves and tables. This is a practical approach to the problem, made you feel really smart. All right, there we go. Look at that. Let's eat a soup. Let's make a first aid kit, actually. I know we're running low, but we're gonna die if we don't, I have a feeling. Sorry, it's gonna be cold. I don't have any way to make it warmer. The heating thing's just gonna have to be broken. Day 39. Shit. That spells the end for us there. All right. Your life is over. Cause of death, starvation. The story ends here. The heat module's up and running, Captain. We're officially not a refrigerator anymore. What's that on your nose, though? An icicle? That was a cold night, Captain. If you don't mind me saying, you don't look so good. You're still hurt. April isn't back from her expedition. Well, that's all she wrote for this one. We ended up not curing it. We got closer than I thought we would, though, honestly. It ended up doing better, so I feel like if I gave that a second shot, I might be able to pull that off. Yeah, 30 days or less, that's a rough one. But 200 chemicals, don't lose any crewmates I don't know about, but 200 chemicals I can definitely do. So I sure hope you guys did like this one. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And of course, I'll see you next time. Bye.